Uh, okay, the mic works. I've got to join really quickly. Because MNCS was like, oh, let's do 100 goddamn laps at Talladega. So I only had like 5 minutes to load this up. But okay. Speaking of which, actually, it's probably going to be a topic of conversation a couple times. Because I had a really bad time doing that race. Not even a bad time doing the race, actually. Because it was a really fun, clean race. And then, as usual, at the end of the race, like last 5 laps or so, everyone just goes full retard. And we wreck 100 times. And then, again, as per usual, I get wrecked on the last lap after already getting shuffled out because the game sucks. That sounds stupid. That's how super speedways work. But I mean, the game sucks. Like, if you get pushed too hard, your car will automatically go into a state where it's not able to turn. Okay. I'm sitting a lot closer to my screen than I usually am. Also, my computer froze earlier, and I hit it. Okay, I hit my computer earlier, trying to get it to unfreeze, because I was getting a little frustrated. And, like, it fully froze. It's like it was freezing, but it wasn't fully frozen. It fully froze after that. Also, I didn't have time to change. Like I said, I only had like 5 minutes to set this up to get my computer on and everything. I didn't have time to change my number color. So I'm driving the Chase Briscoe High Point car, but it's got a red outline, I think, like the number. Because I was driving the Mahindra car earlier. But okay. Oh my god, practice is about to end. And this race is 100 laps. Well, how did I get a black flag? Dude, I barely touched the track. I mean, it doesn't matter, because practice is over. And of course, it's giving me the number 15 instead of 14. Okay, I did blend up a little more than I thought. I was looking away. But okay. Hey, Nash Chevy. I'm doing iRacing right now, as you can see. I wonder if qualifying with this setup is gonna do me anything. Cause this is a, oh, I'm using the Charlotte setup. Not shared setups. I'm so glad I looked in here. Cause I have a Michigan setup. There wasn't a qualify setup, so I guess I'll just use this. It is a Gen 7 too. You can't put tape on the grill or anything. But I'm doing this. I was gonna say because, not because, but I was questioning doing this, and then I just got through with a Roblox race, and as usual, it didn't go very well. It was Talladega, so why would it? But I got wrecked at the end. I was pretty irritated, because the race, I wouldn't have been irritated if it was any of the other leagues ever done, with normally, like, normal length races. It was 100 laps. That's like 10 laps shorter than the O'Reilly race in real life. It's ridiculous. But yeah, so I finished pretty much dead last. 2 races in a row there, and I'm like, dude, I gotta drive some cars that actually drive like cars. So I'm doing this race. The way my luck's been lately, I'm probably gonna get hit by someone or something pretty early on in the going. But I don't care about that. I'm gonna send this car as hard as possible in this next lap. For this lap, I'm kind of just making sure I remember how to drive the car. Because like I said, I've been on silly-ass Roblox for a little while. Okay, I got a, I think a 39.0 earlier in practice, and that was a 37 something. And it's only 4th because this is the open race. So they're allowing any type of setup. I messed up that corner so bad. So I'm probably going to start like 10th. Depending on how many people qualify. If I move back another spot... I don't know if you can tell, but I changed my FOV. Oh yeah, I'm definitely losing time. God damn it. What do you mean abnormal lap invalid? Dude, iRacing needs to do something about that. Do something about it, as if they don't do that on purpose. And Junior's in here too. This is gonna be a long stream, just so you know. Like I said, 100 laps. I'm 6th out of 37 cars so far, but I also feel like I got a pretty bad lap. The good news is, though, a lot of people will probably be on the base setup. Like people who couldn't make the fixed race. Because I was gonna do the fixed race. But, you know, the race I had to do, which I probably shouldn't have done, you know, looking back on it. Oh. But okay, I also kind of embarrassed myself last night on iRacing. Like, in front of everybody in the league. So I'm like, I gotta redeem myself here. Because I did Bristol Dirt for like the first or second time ever. I forgot how the cars drive on Bristol Dirt, and I was just dying the whole time. Like, the whole practice, the whole race. I finally figured out the cars with, like, 5 or 10 laps to go. And I started making good times, but it was too late. I think I still got a top 10 out of it, though. Because everybody else was wrecking. Not everybody, but a decent amount of people. I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a nice fat steering ratio and take away some of the steering offset, because it irritates me. Alright, looks like I'm starting 7th, which isn't the greatest, but it's definitely not the worst. Who's a number 14? This guy. If this guy wasn't in here, I could have my 14. And also, I was right. I probably already mentioned it, but the stupid ass red outline for the number, which actually doesn't look too bad. I'm not at all prepared for 100 laps of this. I'm realizing now. I just got onto iRacing. I don't even know if I got all my stuff ready. I don't even know where my gloves are at, but I don't like wearing gloves because I can't feel the force feedback with gloves. Oh. Where are my headphones at? Probably underneath all this. Oh no, they're right here. That's good. I was about to start freaking out if I couldn't listen to something while doing this race. Because you better believe I'm not in the mood to just 100 laps, man. I'm doing this just to get my rating up at this point. I gotta make sure I got enough pillow to lean back on. Because at some point I feel like this is gonna collapse. Like I'm sinking back right now. I'm gonna put the other one like I was doing earlier. Oh. Actually, there's no way this can... Oh! Okay, with 11 seconds to go, I finally got myself... This is nice, actually. I can lean back in my seat now. And, dude, is life just trying to piss me off right now? Because I'd started playing a song, and I realized a second ago, I was like, wait a second. Is it still loading or something? I look over, and it's halfway through the song, and it's muted. YouTube's been doing that for me a lot lately. Everything will automatically be muted at first. Oh. And also, of course, I clicked a link to a playlist, so I'm going to listen to the same songs 14 times over and over. Trying to think of how many laps I've done here before. Because I did a truck race last night that was 30 laps. I think I did two 25-lap ARCA races. So in total I've done 80 laps then. And plus, I think another truck race that I started and then got wrecked and quit. Can this guy get to my outside? Alright, so for the first 10 laps or so, I'm going to be feeling out the race. And by 10 laps, I mean 2 laps. And then after that, I'm going to decide if I should be stupid this race, or if I should just be like Cole Custer this race. Relaxed. Am I clear? Trying not to kill the tires too much. Alright, already up to third. And the caution's out. If I get run over by somebody back there, I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, but so far I'm having a pretty good time. That probably sounded so forced because I had something in my throat. Okay, but despite the caution coming out on the second lap of the race, having a much better time than any of the races I've done this week so far, actually. Because number one, I'm still in the race. I'm not the reason for the caution. Number two, I don't have any incident points. Number three, I'm going to restart on the inside lane. And number four, I feel like I might be a little bit fast. Because I went from 7th to 3rd in half a lap. Also, I wish somebody made Briscoe 14 schemes without numbers for this car. Because there's a few from 2022 and 23, but anything after that, like this is a 2022 scheme that somebody made for the new Ford. Because other than that, there's like no schemes that were made. Like if you look at the ones with custom numbers, there's a ton of them. I think every single one of them actually from 2024. But the guy didn't bother to be one of those cool people who makes a non-numbered version too. So I'm not able to use any of those. This and the Darlington one are the only two schemes, like, for the new Ford. The Mahindra one doesn't look too bad. Like the Mahindra one from 2022 doesn't look too bad. Because especially the color scheme of that, scheme. Did I say color scheme? Whatever. You know what I mean. The colors of the scheme are red and black. And the blank spaces on the nose are black. So it fits. But also there's not that much blank space. But like, most of the other schemes I've tried though, it's like really obvious. Like there's a big gray area on the nose. Right above the grill. It's a little annoying. You know, Thomas S. I'm gonna see actually if Trevor has, like, if Trevor can send me the schemes, and I can just erase the number from him. Or I'll cheat and I'll put my own custom number. Also, how is the caution out already? I've always found it kind of hard to crash in these cars by yourself. Like, I've never gotten loose in one of these cars. Outside of, like, the higher horsepower tracks, of course. Like, short tracks and road courses. On an actual intermediate track, though, I've never gotten loose in one of these cars. Unless Atlanta counts, because for some reason, the aero model with these cars, if somebody gets close to your back bumper in the middle of the corner at Atlanta, it'll immediately spin you out. Like, it turns into an almost unsavable slide. So am I running too low, or is this guy running too high? And we're going so slow. I feel like they don't even go this slow in real life. It's unbelievable. Also, I thought that was a Josh Berry scheme behind me this whole time. It's just a... I mean, I think that's what he was going for. But there's no sponsors on it or anything. He must have made that as a joke. Or forgot to put the sponsor or something. Okay, if I can get a good launch on the start, though, I'm gonna make it 3 wide for the lead. Because I need to lead in something for once. I think that was the racing gods telling me to not make a 3 wide pass for the lead. Because that might be one of the worst starts I've ever gotten in my life. Actually, hang on. I might get a good enough run here. Especially with these two putting each other in the wall. I don't have a big enough run. Because we're not actually side by side. Whoa. Oh, the dirty air. Leader just hit the wall. Whoa. I just braked to rotate my car and it rotated way better than I was expecting. I feel like that guy had way too much patience with me. Oh my god. Okay, I am not having as much fun as I was earlier. Oh my god, the car is so tight in dirty air. Even without the dirty air, it's pretty tight, but... And the caution's out. Oh, and I'm gonna restart on the outside, it's over. Okay, so I think this might be a good short run setup, but a pretty tough long run setup. So I gotta hope we keep getting more cautions for the rest of the race. Because it feels really good for the first 2 or 3 laps on a restart, but then it starts to fall off. It's good to see we have logical people here who aren't gonna pit on lap 11. Oh, man, even the cautions, with how many cautions there are, this is still nowhere near as... Like, looking at the lap count, I'm just like, okay, we just gotta get to 100. When I was at Charlotte doing that full Coke 600, man, it was jarring every time I looked down. I felt like I've been racing for 6 hours. I looked down. Oh my god, we still got 300 laps to go. Especially because there were so many cautions at the start of that race. Oh, I don't want to restart on the outside. And there's a star peeking through the trees right now. It's pretty neat. Right, but I think we go to Pocono after this week. Uh, if I gain enough rating after this race, I might buy Pocono and just start doing this series every week. Even though I'm probably gonna prefer doing the fixed setup. No, it depends on if I have a good setup or not. Because if I can find an even better setup than this, I'll be fine doing the open series. This guy behind me's laying back and it's freaking me out. I can't see the restart zone. Oh, I can gun it around the top on the starts. What the hell? What was his stupid ass problem? Dude, I can't do a race today without getting wrecked. It's insane. And my car is destroyed. Dude, I think that was a 9 car. Whatever his retarded ass problem is. Like, I don't know, but I'm not going to be able to repair this damage. Like, my race is probably over because of that bullshit. If it is, I'm going to drive backwards and hit his retarded ass. People like that shouldn't be allowed to buy the game. Dude, look at where my steering wheel is. On the bottom left. Like, I don't know if he thought I jumped the restart or something. Like, no, dude, I'm sorry your shitty ass setup isn't as good as mine, but like, come on. Like, you know you pressed on the open series. Where's my pit box? Oh my god. All the damage is repairable. Dude, 13 minutes of repairs. I'm not doing this. Yep. That's the end. Brrr. Let me see who started that wreck. Because you gotta be a special type of person. I'm able to rip the top. I can't see anything with that camera angle. Dude, I thought I was gonna save that right there, and then I clipped him. Oh my god, I tried to press the pause button. This angle is not going to show me anything, is it? Well, he started walking up the track like a moron, so I can be mad about that. And me coming down into everybody else was kind of my fault, but at that point there was no reason to try and save it. So I was already damaged from hitting the wall. What do you mean learn how to drive? See, and from that angle we didn't even hit. But yeah, he's the one coming up the track there. There's no argument that that was my fault. Like, if anything, I'm going up the track there. Like, I don't understand what it is with people. Also, what is this? Why is it trying to autoplay a movie? I don't want to watch a movie. Oh, that was one of the guys. Now I gotta say my bad. Also, I was hooking it right. Like, you can see the telemetry. I have it hooked hard right here. Like, I don't know what more I can do. Oh, how many more repairs do I have? 10 more minutes? Cool. Oh. Okay, see, but I understand why this guy's mad. But the 9 car, if I thought that was him, I was gonna be like... And this guy's inside of me. But yeah, you can see I was turning right from the second my car started getting... Like, started spinning back to the left. Like, it's not my fault that my steering was broken. Like, you can see I knocked down the wall. Yeah, I'm assuming the 6 was Casey Phillips. Yep. Yeah, I understand why he's mad, but I wasn't hooking it. I didn't hook a sharp left at all. You can see my wheels. I'm turning right. It doesn't even matter, dude. I log on. I could be doing anything else right now. I log on to here because I'm like, okay, I just had a really bad day today, you know. I gotta have a good time, you know, just do this. But no, because the 9 car wants to be retarded. And why are the repairs 13 minutes? This isn't real life. nothing like real life. You can wreck somebody without touching them. Because realistically, this contact shouldn't have even spun me out. Dude, and the way things go for me, he's gonna, like, do a protest or something, and it's gonna be, like, iRacing's gonna be like, oh yeah, you know, he turned back into the pack without even looking at what I'm doing. They're gonna be like, oh, he touched the gas right there. Like, oh yeah, he touched the gas, that's why it spun. You know, we better give him a penalty. And okay, that wouldn't have even had to happen if the jackasses in the back weren't wrecking and bringing out cautions 4 laps into the race. Like, this was like, what, the 3rd restart, and it's lap 14? It's insane. Oh my god, dude. And I don't wanna... I'm losing iRating from this. I hope I'm gonna be gaining some safety rating, but with all the laps I'm missing out on, I don't know. Okay, I'm leaving. Why is my steering so weird? Dude, why can't you just give me a quick repair? It's a video game. Okay, it's pretty, like... I feel like it's pretty implied that at some point you're gonna end up getting in a wreck. Okay, iRacing likes to act like they're the cream of the crop, not with the drivers you have, son. I've had maybe 5 clean races in iRacing. Holy smokes, the caution's out again. But no, at this point, I'm just here so I can get safety rating. And I was gonna say I'll do the next race, but no, the next race is tomorrow at 3 p.m. Because surely nobody... Why would I let him by? He's already 8 laps ahead of me, dude. Oh my god. And plus he crashed. See, in real life, you know what I would do? I would take off my steering wheel and readjust it to where I'm holding the wheel straight for the car to go straight, and I would just run the rest of the laps with a damaged car. I don't see a 23. Why didn't you tell me to let the 23 by earlier? Jackass game. God. I might stick to just doing leagues or something. This sucks. Every official race I've done this week, I've gotten wrecked on a restart. Oh my god, where's my pit box? Is there any way I can get rid of other people's crews? Dude, 5 more minutes. That's so stupid. Just fix my steering wheel. Dude, I'm 31st with like the 5th quickest car. This is so horrible. Been looking forward to this race for like a week. Should I just leave? $3 minutes. The caution's back. No, it's not. Dude. My iRating is gonna be like 1400 after this. Cause it's gonna be like, oh, look at this retard finishing 31st. As if I didn't get wrecked by the 9. Where's the 9 car at? I'm gonna go back out and wreck him. I don't care if I get an 8X. Of course his stupid ass is in like 5th place. 4th place now. Yeah, 4th place. This is grand. It's amazing. So is he in the race or is he not? There we go, yeah. He's up there racing for the lead, having the time of his life. Dude, can the repairs on my car hurry up? Like, actually. I am only in the field right now to gain safety rating. And since iRacing uses the silly-ass system they do, you know what they should really do? They should base it off incidents per, like, minute or whatever. Why is it incidents per corner? What if you're doing a track that's, like... It's a hypothetical. What if you're doing a track that's, like, that was a whole straightaway? You get one 4X, you're immediately losing because there's no corners. That's essentially what this is. There's not many corners, so... A 4X is, like, they use the same system as road racing for some silly reason. But there's... Like, one 4X will knock you down some rating most of the time. Dude, no. There's only 68 laps left. And at this point, the race is so long, I don't even want to finish it now. Because I'm probably not getting much rating out of it. Like, I'm doing this because I'm hoping I can get a license promotion. And they crashed again. You know, this costs money, by the way. Like, if you think about how sad that is for a second, this absolute nonsense that I'm doing right now, like, it's a subscription. Do you know how much money I paid to get the tracks, the cars, the subscription itself? Wow, repairs are done. And it only cost me about 14 laps. Not even, dude. A lot more than that. It cost me like 20 laps. Because, yeah, 13 minutes, or almost 14 minutes, that's ridiculous. It's like that one stupid game, like No Man's Sky or something, where you gotta fly to Mars, and it takes a genuine, like, 15 minutes to get there. Like, nobody wants to waste that much time. Either give me a quick repair or just automatically make me 20 laps down. I don't care which of the two you do. I just don't want to be actually sitting there for 15 minutes. And you know what sucks? I'm probably gonna... If my car is completely fixed, I'm gonna be faster than all these guys. Like, I can go back and get one of my laps back. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go wreck the 9 car. Actually. Gotta make sure to do it near the end, though, because I don't want to give him time to come back. I hate when iRacing tells you to let somebody pass you, and you see that person crawling in your mirror at 3 miles an hour. Why didn't you tell me that earlier, man? Tell me to let these people by. Like, I can just... I don't see a 37. If I get penalized for that, this is bullshit. Where's the 37 car? There's not a single car in my mirror. How am I supposed to... Oh my god, I'm gonna get penalized. Because some jackass trying to catch it to the field probably crashed himself or something. Pass me. If you don't pass me, I swear to God. What happened, dude? Oh my god. I'm gonna just drive like Carson Host for the rest of this race. And they're wrecking again. How? I thought a caution was out for a second because how slow people were going. Is that the 9 car I see right up there, or is that a different HP car? Oh my god, the caution's back out. Is there a button I can press where I just restart in the back? Because now, after seeing that, I don't want to restart up here. I got no reason to be up here. I'm basically just waiting to get wrecked. How can I be a lucky dog candidate if I'm 50 laps down? Oh my god, people in this game are so bad. And you know what it's gonna say? It's gonna tell me to let that guy by. Because he had the position before the caution came out. I'm convinced that this stuff is made by people who have never watched a NASCAR race in their life. Because it takes one NASCAR race to listen to Mike Joy saying, now if the car, if you don't maintain race pace, you know, then you lose the position. Or not race pace. If you don't maintain caution pace, as in if you stop on the track and do whatever the hell that guy did, you don't get your position back. I personally think that's a really good rule. And I commend whoever at NASCAR came up with that. You know, because iRacing, for some reason, this is supposed to be the most realistic thing ever. And they can't even get that right. That you don't get to keep your spot if you stop on the track. Which is really silly, because I feel like that's one of the more basic rules when we're talking about every rule ever in stock car racing. Like, I feel like that's one of, like, maybe not a top 10 rule, but, like, actually, maybe, yeah, a top 10 rule. And it's telling me to let somebody by who I've never seen before. Lucky dog. What am I getting out of this, though? I'm still 45 laps down. Like, I'm on lap 25, and they're on, like, what's 60 plus 25? 85? Yeah, I'm like, what's that, 15 or 16 laps down? It's ridiculous. If I'm 16 laps down right now, what's the point? I'm gonna gain one spot, because this guy in front of me on the leaderboard must have quit, or gotten in a wreck or something. Probably both. Hello, Alex. I'm having a beautiful time right now. I have, like, the 5th fastest car, and on a restart, I'm getting to that, son. But no, on a restart, I restarted in, like, 6th. My car is really good on the short run, like, on restarts for, like, 2 laps. I got a huge run, and I was about to make my way up to 3rd. And the 9 car that's right behind me, actually, it says let the 9 by, I'm gonna wreck him. Because, no, he wiggles up the track. I don't know if he thought I jumped the start or what, but he wiggled up the track as I was about to pass him for 3rd and wrecked me. And my car spun down into traffic, you know. And then the game held me for 13 and a half minutes to repair my car. And it was I can't even be super mad at the 9, because it was contact that in real life wouldn't really make the car do, like, spin. Because it is a Gen 7 after all. He came up and doored me a little bit, and it completely spun me out, like, beyond saving. But yeah. Okay, I gained a position, let's go. And this 24, who is the next car in the race, is a whopping 11 laps ahead of me. So even he's like 5 laps down. I really wish I could wreck that guy right now. But I don't want to be the reason for the 54th caution. Actually, if I can get clear of this guy on my inside, I am going to go wreck the 9. Even though I don't know how to wreck people. Is there anybody on my outside? I don't know, dude. I don't want to get random people involved in it. And I also don't want to make it too obvious. Oh, and of course he gets that massive ass run. Dude, I'm Christopher Bell. Like, I'm the least intimidating guy on the track. Somebody hit the wall again already. The new ally scheme probably isn't going to be out for like 2 weeks. Like, it might even show up in NASCAR Scheme Hub before then. Dude, I need to go do a really easy race as a confidence booster or something. Because I have never been so sure that I'm a bust in my life. Like the MNCS race we just did, I finished pretty much last. This race I was fast, but I got wrecked, and I'm going to finish pretty much last. I was doing a truck race last night here, and I was like 5th again, and somebody on my outside crashed into me, and I finished pretty much last. And yesterday in MNCS I finished last. I've been doing nothing but finishing last. I need like a confidence booster race. And there's another caution. I know I said that before the caution came out, but you could see it in my mirror. No, but like after the last 2 days, I don't want to touch a race car again in my life. See, you finished 3rd, even though you probably could have won the last 3 races. And by probably, I mean yes. And if I didn't get shuffled out at Talladega, you probably would have won that race, because I wasn't going to make a move. But, like, at least you've got something, like, you know you could have won, and you still got solid finishes. I'm over here finishing in the 30s every race when I feel like I've got a pretty fast car. Because I keep getting in wrecks, and I'm like, if I can't avoid the wrecks, like, what am I even doing? If I'm gonna be sitting here for 3 hours straight, just doing nothing but getting wrecked. Like, why do I even race? I could be doing so many better things with my life right now. I should have just skipped the MNCS race and done the fixed setup version of this. Nashville's fine, I suppose. It's kind of got that Bristol thing, though, where it's really tight. But it's nowhere near as bad. But yeah, the reason I'm still in here is because I can still get safety rating from running the amount of laps I am without getting any more incidents. Which is why I probably shouldn't. Dude, no. I'm in a mood right now where I want to go put on a Carson Hocevar scheme and just be evil. Like, don't even care about the safety rating. Just wreck everybody and win the race. Because whenever I'm just minding my own business, you know, it's the exact same thing as MNCS. I tried just minding my own business, being a nice passive person, you know, like a sheep in Minecraft. People keep stealing my wool, you know? Like I'm trying to live my life, and I get plowed into. Can whoever needs to pass me, please? I'm gonna get a penalty if you don't pass me 29 car. Who is the 29 car? Everybody pass me. I don't care. Oh my god. I have an idea, iRacing. How about instead of saying each individual car, why don't you say, let all 3 cars behind you go? Because I can just stop there. Let who by? Why would you not? Whatever, I'm gonna go to the outside anyway. No, because there's people behind me somehow. And then the next guy actually behind me is 100 laps back. Why are we not going? I'm 16 laps down, and I don't even care. And there's another caution already. Goodness gracious, dude. I have done backstretch battles lobbies that have cleaner races than this. So I probably am going to come out of this with a lot of safety rating and even a license promotion. Because even though I didn't run more than half the laps, because I was repairing my car for 45 minutes, I'm not going to be hitting anybody because it's a caution. We're under caution the whole time. There's no point in warming up my tires. I'm not in the race anyway. No matter how much I should be. Just tell me to let all the people pass. It's so much simpler. I don't even know why I'm passing somebody when he's ahead of me. Why can't it just tell me to line up and last every time? Like, what did this guy do? Even if he got a penalty, what did he do to deserve to be behind a car that's 15 laps down? Why are these cautions so long? You know there's no actual debris to pick up, right? It is iRacing after all. Oh. So it wasn't an exception then. 'Cause something tragic still happened. I just... Like, I'm having, like, the worst season of my life in that league. But I guess I can say that about everything, because look at what I'm doing right now. 30th place for 48 more laps. Please don't hit me. My god, my gears are so much better because I have a setup. What? are we doing, dude? Oh. What if I just start downshifting into the corners? I think the upshift is killing me on the straightaways. That's the strategy! Look at the This sucks. Look at the extra rotation I get! Okay, I might gain another spot, because it looks like this guy in front of me is out of the race. I'm not even gonna block that. Because this guy is probably on the lead lap. It probably looks like I'm just trying to take the inside line away. But at this point, I don't even care about passing this guy. No. Why is the caution out? He didn't even crash. Okay, I'm spinning myself out. I gotta stop. This is so boring. I think I'd rather sit in the pits for another 45 minutes. I just got an idea. I get up to the lead, I wreck the entire field, and I end up getting a top 5 finish. Because everybody else has to take 45 minutes of repairs like I did. I mean, is there really any point in not pitting right now? Oh, I'm using up all my sets of tires. Yeah, I'm also last place. I'm having an argument with myself right now. That's how bad this race is going. I should have picked up a different hobby. It doesn't even matter, dude. I was battling for the lead earlier, and I got wrecked. And now I'm 30th, 11 laps down. Not even 11, 14 laps down. Because it made me repair damage for 15 minutes. So now I'm just trying my best to have a little bit of fun in here. Even though I know I'm going to finish 29th. And I only know I'm going to finish 29th and not 30th because the guy who was in front of me in the standings has plummeted from 10 laps ahead of me to 2 laps ahead of me. As in, he wrecked. See, I know what you're doing, Alex. You're trying to piss me off like you used to. Talking about some Trevor won a race while you're actively watching me run 15 laps down at Michigan in a race that you and me both know I could have won. Is my game messed up, or is that guy's scheme really that low quality? Let me see this guy next to me. Okay, so the guy's scheme is really just that blurry. This guy must have re-uploaded the scheme or something. Or he wants people to push him. He's like, oh, these people are going to be so confused trying to read my scheme that they're going to have to push me to get as close as possible. Oh, God. Is that the 9 car I see? I really shouldn't have done that. Of course he's getting a push. Yeah, you said I'm 16 laps down. Let's go. See, why does a guy who wrecked me have to be one of the fastest guys? I feel like Stenhouse after Nashville last year. It's like I want to get him back, but he just so happens to be the fastest car on the track right now. '29th, let's go. I'm not... Okay. I was gonna say, if the 34 is the one that wrecked, I'm not letting him by. If I could extend this fourth gear out just a little bit more, I could probably just run fourth gear the whole way. I might do that for the next race. Whoa! I looked at the chat for a second. It would not be funny to start wall riding, because I would get more X's and less safety rating. I am only here for safety rating right now. Do you think I would run another 32 laps in 29th place? Of course you did. Why don't you send him the part where I got wrecked? It was about 70 laps ago now. Not really. It was on a restart on lap 14. Is there not a way to sort that out before, before this point? Oh. So. Oh my god, let the 20 by. And it's gonna say next, let the next guy by. And let the next guy by. I mean, just put me back on the lead lap at this point. Remember the 2022 ally scheme? I might run that next race. I appreciate the 24 letting my ass, who is at least 12 laps behind him, have the inside. You know, effectively ruining his own race. Don't want to wreck a Bowman scheme. Even though that's not a Bowman scheme. It's ally. My god, we've gone like 5 laps without a yellow. I don't think we've seen that all day. Because even when I was still in the race, there was a caution on the 2nd lap, and there was a caution on like 3rd lap after that restart. After the day I've had, I might not even do Atlanta. Dude, like, I'm obviously gonna do it for points, but I mean, like, I'm gonna try and get points in the stages and then just sit in the back for the race. That's so stupid. But I don't know, dude. And Atlanta's not as bad. Because I've never liked MWRT Talladega. Even in the RSCC days, I was like, why is my car flying up the track out of the tri-oval? Because the track's built really weirdly. And also looks kind of weird. Like almost too thin, even though it's not actually too thin. And people wonder why I sympathize with back markers. This is awful. I'm passing people left and right, and I'm not gaining a single position. This does seem like it's really accurate to the Gen 7, though. Because I was battling for the lead earlier, and right now I'm struggling to pass people back here. Like, people say all the time with the Gen 7, like, track position matters way more than any other car. Because, yeah, the way the Dirty Air is, I am not... Like, I'm holding my steering wheel, like... What was that corner? And why did it work so well? Oh my god. How much do you want to bet that's going to be a caution in a lap? Unless he was going to pit road there. I was just going to say that I feel like Kyle Busch in the 8 right now. Or like, I know I could be up there with the leaders right now if I wasn't driving a pile of junk. Because number one, I think there's still damage on this car. Number two, you know, track position. Very important thing that I don't have. God, the car is so tight. You know what's crazy? I think I might have made it up to the top 10 right now. Like, depending on how many cars, never mind. I'm 20th. I'm 29th on the scoreboard. But on the track, I'm like, yeah, close to 20th. I only saw this little pack of cars in front of me. Let's look at the positives here. I'm coming out of here, if we go the rest of the way green, that is. I'm coming out of this race with only a 4X. We've only got 13 laps left, which means this race wouldn't have been nearly as much of a pain as the Charlotte race. Because yeah, the race started an hour and 40 minutes ago. Doesn't even feel like it's been that long. It says an hour and 30, but that's only the amount of time we've been in the actual race session. It started at 9 p.m. But yeah. You know, the Coke 600 took like 4 hours. Like, I couldn't stand. Favorite track? This one right here, Michigan. Which is part of the reason why I'm so mad I got wrecked. Because I always have a fun time driving here. No matter the game. Whether it's this or like NASCAR game even. Even MWRT, which I hate that game. I like MWRT Michigan. And of course in real life it's been my favorite track for a few years. There's a time before the Gen 7 came out when Watkins Glen was one of my favorite tracks. But yeah, trust me, I'm not, this performance looks really bad. I should be in like 7th right now. And I can't wait. The guy who wrecked me is one of the fastest cars on the track. I can't wait to see that he won the race or something. Because the guys who were ahead of him messed up the last restart or something. Okay, I finally figured out how to get loose in one of these cars. Jeez. I really wish my wheel was on the screen. And also, I did not think I was saving that, because these cars overcorrect really easily. Okay, I kind of want my car to be driving like that a little more often, though. I hate driving these tight-ass cars. Whoa. Yeah, keep doing that. Oh god. Don't get a penalty. Okay. Don't bring out a caution. Oh my god. And why am I looking at that guy? Alright, well, 6x now. Dude, I could have saved that so much easier. If I got off the gas here, I would have saved it. But no, let's stand on the gas while the car is still trying to spin out. And I only started braking here. It was a death experience that time. This was a near-death experience. Which I didn't think I was saving that one. Here, let's look at my hands in the car, actually. It's pretty crazy. Brrr. Too much damage, we're done. Bro. If you could fix the last damage, you can surely fix this. You know what that means? I gotta do another one of these. And I can't even do another one right after, because the next race is until 3 p.m. tomorrow. Probably gonna be busy at 3 p.m. tomorrow. How many laps are left? I don't like doing face cam streams, because I have to turn my light on. I also make stupid faces a lot of the time. You know, sometimes I feel like I end up doing whatever it takes. Yeah, but no, I feel like I'm just doing whatever it takes to lose safety rating. Cause like I understand that to some degree the safety rating system's accurate. At the same time though, this whole week I've been doing nothing but getting wrecked. Like when the O'Reilly series was at Charlotte, I kept doing those races almost every race. Oh my god, and a caution's gonna come out to extend the race, so I have to sit here for even longer. Okay, no, but I was doing nothing. The exact same thing that happened in this race. Oh yeah, I can show you now, actually. Gotta go all the way back to lap 15. I gotta pause this so it doesn't keep going to the next lap. What do you mean good racing 26? The race isn't over yet. I also never understand iRacing's heavy emphasis on the safety rating. Like, woohoo, you're a safe driver. That doesn't mean you should be promoted up to the Cup Series. And I also missed the thing. But yeah, here I was earlier. Look, 5th place. Right here. Under this caution. Caution took 45 minutes. I think that's green. And this is where I get wrecked, actually. So let me change the camera. Look, my setup was really good going through 1 and 2 in 4th gear. Like on restarts. This guy wiggles up the track. I get wrecked. I hit the wall. My steering brakes right here. Because you can see this guy in the 6th car was getting really mad at me after that. But look at my steering right here. You can see... Actually, let me make sure... I'm going to make sure that's on the forefront. I'm turning right here. The whole time. I get off the gas right here so it won't spin around anymore. But like he said I hooked a dead left. Look at my tires. My tires are hooked to the right. Like as far as they'll go. And that ruins both of our days. And let's see where the 9 car's at right now, actually. Oh no, he lost a couple spots, but he's still up there. Why are these people saying good race, guys? It's not over yet. Hello, Pop-Tart. I'm gonna do some kind of other race after this. Because after the last couple races I've had, any series I've done, whether it be this or even Roblox Racing, I haven't been getting good finishes in any way. I've been getting wrecked in these races every time. I got wrecked at the end of the MNCS, the last 2 MNCS races, and finished dead last. It's like, I need a confidence booster. Like, I need a race where I just run top 3 all day. But yeah, and I was probably gonna save this too if I didn't clip his right rear. Because when I did, it hooked my car back into the wall. What happened with the 36? Let me just go back a couple laps. I think that's too far back. Okay, well, Thomas Shaver, I'm getting you some evidence here. If you care. I was racing against that. Why is it doing that? I think I have my drawing distance too far down. I'm gonna see. I don't know what any of this stuff means, dude. Max car is 20. Whatever. You can... I didn't change anything. You can see what happened, though. Like, you can see the 36 sitting here at the scene of the crime. Like, I don't think this guy was just conveniently going... I don't think this guy conveniently just had that damage while the 36 is resting in tire smoke. But okay. Okay, it's the drawing distance options are what I need to... world detail, maybe? Draw cars 40. Oh, I don't care about that. I just need the drawing distance to be higher. Because I don't want to only be able to see cars here. I didn't change any settings. You're welcome, man. Oh. Time to do your job. Who's gonna tell this guy I'm not in the race? Hey, Scenic. These cars are all gonna disappear in a minute. And they're wrecking. And we got... Oh my god. I chose the right car to look at. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna type goddamn what a wreck. I flew into the catch fence. Dude, I haven't seen a wreck like that in iRacing in a long time. Yeah, the 36 just got loose by himself. You know, this is so much more fun than being in the race. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, thanks to... That sounded so stupid. But I think I have, like, tinnitus or something. Because sometimes my ears will get all stuffy. And then, well, one ear will get really stuffy. And then, for a couple days after that, after it unclogs itself, I'll just... Every time, like, I'll just hear ringing out of that ear whenever I'm talking. or even when I step or anything. Also, I can't talk right now. I'm so tired. I'm tired all the time now. Urgh. This is Alex Bowman's 2026 season in a nutshell. Just this picture. Just put a 48 on there. I keep forgetting what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, now we gotta wait for another green-white checker to happen. Because it gives us 3 attempts for some reason. This makes me feel a little bit better. Because I'm realizing now, after seeing all that I probably was gonna get involved in a wreck no matter what. Because that wreck happened in close to the front of the field. Because that was not the front of the field, but he was like 10th. 10th or 12th. Because this guy's 16th right here. So yeah, he was like maybe 13th. The amount of cautions that had come out, it was going to happen eventually. What did you just say, Silver? I thought that said that guy was 29th. I was gonna say, how do you steal my spot? Okay, this has got to be the last lap before the race restarts. Ooh, the 9 car, stupid ass. Yeah, he's in 9th place. Okay, can this race just finish? And why are there 2 of them? I knew there was another Byron HP car in here. Got the 2 worst Byron schemes I've ever seen in my life. What's next? The 2021 Pocono scheme with that mucus green? Okay, please tell me I can still spectate this guy for the rest of the race and it doesn't go black. Alright, we're coming to green. Of course. He's gonna show back up soon. There we go. You might be the funniest guy ever. No, I don't want another overtime, because if we get another one, I'm just losing more rating. Because that's more laps of the race that I didn't complete. But okay. Pace car's off, time to do your job. Tell that to the people in the race. Okay, but as much as I don't want another overtime, if it happens, I hope it's the 9 getting wrecked. Yeah, block him, 3 car. 21, you better block him. I can't even see you anymore, but block him. Look at the damage he has. Watch him get loose right here and wreck somebody. Oh my god. Why can I not... See, can I turn the drawing distance up or something? Another caution came out. Why do they give more than 1 attempt? This is making me realize the real-life NASCAR overtime system needs to be revamped. Because what do you mean, unlimited attempts? If we're bad enough that we wreck 3 times in a row on 2-lap shootouts, I don't think we deserve another chance to finish the race. And I think some people should be given penalties. Not to sound like a Formula 1 fan or anything, but it gets ridiculous at some point. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, what's wrong with just... What's wrong with just giving me an option to turn up the drawing distance, actually? And you'll notice when they're pacing, I can see for the entire track. Or for the entire lap. It is lap 108. Oh, what is that? Can we hurry this son of a gun up? Okay, yeah, what do you mean you don't want to wait 45 minutes? Searching it. Pfft. Enjoy your vacation, 36. I don't even think I can search. But I've looked around, for stuff, unless it's somewhere that I haven't looked. And the worst thing is, there probably is an option for it right in front of me. That I'm just not seeing. But yeah, because these don't do anything. Hide car numbers. I didn't say hide car schemes. That's all it did, is hide the scheme. Oh, if you press hide car numbers, it'll show people's actual schemes. I remember looking at Trading Paints. Or like looking up in the forum something about that. So that might be why I haven't been able to see some people's schemes. Yeah, that's a William Byron car. Right next to audio on the top bar. Let me see. I'm so stupid. Okay, draw. Replays all. You mean to tell me that was what I had to do? Because I don't think anybody's disappearing right now. Okay, well, I appreciate the help. We're all going to cheer on this William Byron car because he's running an actual scheme. Me and William Byron have had our differences in the past, but I'm rooting for the 24 car because he is the highest running person who's running an actual paint scheme without a stupid looking fake number. Send it middle. I like this guy. And it didn't work. Well, hopefully I'll get to see when he causes a wreck or something. Oh my god, let me see the guy. The caution's back out. Christopher Walker got turned. Oh, somebody's mad at... See, we missed this. I think that guy's mad at the 24, and we missed it. But yeah, that's the end of the race. Finished 6th. He's about to disappear. Oh. Okay, since this whole driving the 14 thing isn't working at all, I'm gonna run the Briscoe 19 for the next race. Because it's gotta work. And if that doesn't work, I'm just gonna drive a random car. Like I'm gonna close my eyes and or I'm gonna spin a wheel or something. This guy's saying why 100 times. We won't get him next time, buddy. 36, anything to say? I want to see if there's any other website where I can download schemes, so I can just put them into the game. Okay, so a lot of people aren't happy after that race. Just be glad you guys got to run all the laps, man. Yes, I gained a tiny bit, and I lost a ton of I rating because I finished last. Oh, that wasn't anywhere near what I was hoping to gain, though. Like, only up to 2.36? Dude, it is. Did something just happen to the stream? See, now I gotta see if the stream's still there. Holy lag? Yeah, it did something. Okay, that was weird. Never had that happen before. But this PC also, this isn't my usual computer. And the internet on this thing's kind of weird sometimes. Okay, what can I do? Do we want to do this truck race at 7:30? Oh my god, I'm so loud on the stream, I gotta turn the volume down. Sheesh. Okay, I'm gonna find a truck scheme to run. Oh yeah, and I gotta find that thing. I'm gonna keep the hide car numbers thing on. But ass. I'm gonna upload a scheme that has a number on it, and I'm gonna see if I get banned from the website. First, I gotta stop being such a staller, and I gotta put the truck scheme on. Ugh. What truck driver should I be? I'm just gonna look at all the schemes. I prefer to drive a real one. So when you look up Chandler Smith, there's no Chandler Smith trucks, but when I'm just looking at all the paint schemes, there is a Chandler Smith truck. That's pretty cool, iRacing. Not even iRacing, Trading Paints. And it's a concept scheme, too. When did he upload this? 5 months ago. I've been looking up Chandler Smith on here. I can't even see if... What do you mean, no replying? Whatever, I gotta find a scheme to run before I start losing my mind. I might keep the one I have on now, but so far driving as Briscoe in this game hasn't gotten me anywhere. I've done nothing but crash as Briscoe. You know what? Kevin Harvick won like 3 different times at Michigan with the Busch Light Apple scheme. So I'm going to run that. What could possibly go wrong? Also, because my left ear is ringing now. This only happened one time before, and it was the exact same thing. My ear popped while I was playing a game, and the next day it still hadn't unpopped, and then when it finally did, it was ringing anytime I stepped or talked for like the next 2 weeks. And sometimes I'll randomly just get ringing in my ears. But alright, I'm gonna register for this race. It's the last race I'm gonna do. I thought that said 50 laps instead of 30 for a second. I was gonna start losing my mind. No. I hope I have a good race this time, because I need something to build confidence. Ugh. 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 People are so mad at Big JP after that Talladega race. I don't get it. Like, there were a lot of full-time people who were worse than he was in that race. Ugh. In case you're wondering why I was whistling there, I started it was like my ear was whistling back. It was ringing at the same frequency as my whistle when I did that. So I was like, what the hell's going on? I'm gonna make sure that's the right scheme. Drive the number 57 car. Or truck. Is there any point in practicing? Also, I love how in the replay mode I enabled the wheel, but I disabled it in the race. Like when I'm actually driving. Alright, I'm gonna go hard. Ow. I'm gonna go Harvick things up. And I'm gonna die. Watch me get a penalty for that. I'm just gonna spin out on purpose. Into turn 1. So there's no point in practicing. And I've only got a minute left anyway. Less than that now. Okay, let's see if I can do a cool save in turn 1. Whoopee. Now let's take a quick look at that save and then go join the race. Man, that was nice. I feel like iRacing is a little bit too easy to save the car sometimes. I didn't have anything for dinner yet. Because typically I'd eat my dinner at like 10 p.m. But as we saw, I was sitting on pit road at 10 p.m. Ugh. Go eat something then, son. You're not missing anything. Plus, we're not even starting yet. This isn't even a fun stream, though. Like, I should be doing a NASCAR game stream right now or something. Because over the past year and a half, that's the community I've kind of built. You know, I'm doing iRacing right now. So I'm like, if I'm going to be doing something this long and tedious, I've got to stream it. I'm here seeing if I can be as loose as possible right now. See my steering inputs right next to the speed at the bottom. Just so you know that I'm as loose as can be. Whoa. Saved it. Kinda. Please let me see this before the session ends. I was gonna try to keep it in the drift as long as possible. Also, it's a number 14. Everything comes full circle. Like M. Lemon said. Or whoever it was. Oh. Yeah, but I need to like run in the top 3 for this entire race. Just so I know I don't suck completely. Because it has been a rough week. And now I'm not used to how these handle. Where you can be basically full throttle the entire way around. I think I'm loose. That lap's gonna suck. Because I slid up super early. Next lap's gonna be even worse because I'm gonna try to gain time that I didn't need to gain. Or that I wasn't gonna be able to gain anyway. I already said I'm not a fan of the ARCA cars and trucks in iRacing. Because they're just basically full throttle the entire way around. Whoa. That lap's already over because of that. Eighth already. Christ. So just hope we don't get in a wreck then. Ah, dude. Like, come on. That was worse than the first lap. I'm gonna try and drift around an entire corner. If it gives me the time. It's gonna kick me out, I know. Oh. Congratulations. You're like a bear in hibernation. Or people 300 years ago. Okay, I can't keep it in a slide that long. .14th, yeah, I suck. Oh my god. See, there's too much corner for me to drift around. Okay, so I'm basically starting last in this race. That's cool. You know, maybe my luck will turn around though. Because every time I've gotten wrecked, I've qualified near the front. I qualified 7th in the last race and got wrecked on a restart. Okay, that was the best attempt so far. I was trying to just keep my foot in it the whole time. But it was getting too sideways. At least better than all the other times. Just throwing it in the grass. Yeah, 15th out of 24 trucks. 16th now, it looks like. Alright, this is probably going to be my last race in this stream. last, as if I've done more than one before. But man, I just need a race where I can run near the front. I'll do a party with you, son, if I get a good finish in this race. That's the wager. So you better hope that none of these scallywags do anything weird. I probably am gonna wreck, because I've been doing nothing but getting wrecked the past couple weeks. It got to a point where it was like a couple races in a row. I took a break for like a week, and then I come back yesterday. I win an ARCA race, and then I do nothing but get wrecked after that. It's like selling my soul to finally win an ARCA race. And if you don't believe me that I've been getting wrecked and not doing it to myself, just watch the stream. Because I can guarantee you what's going to happen. You were there yesterday, actually. I was in the VC talking about those people who kept on flying up through the field when the green flag... I can't talk right now. The people who kept jumping the restarts from a mile back, 150 miles an hour before we even got to the restart zone. Smacking into my ass. It's like, you can be gay, man, but, I didn't consent, I'm not a real hog in the bottom kind of guy, I need to shut up. Wonder if anybody in here has a custom number. Oh my god, I almost spun myself out. This is gonna be a big, beautiful race, people. Stand on your tippy toes. There is like nobody behind me. I've always been bad in qualifying, but it's like, god damn. Okay, that's the first time I've jumped to start like that. I need to block it, so... If I wreck here, it's my fault. Because that was a pretty ridiculous move to make on the first lap. I like that 7 font. Something tells me it's a custom number. Because iRacing number fonts don't look that good. I am so loose right now. I'm not trying to slide up. Maybe I need to get to the top. Oh my god. Give me some rear grip. Or a free outside lane. I'll take either of them. Oh my god. What must a man do to get clear of the outside? Am I clear? No, there's a car there. I know there's a car there. And I don't even want to... I don't want to be pushing somebody. This is the first truck race I've done in like a year that hasn't had a caution on the first lap. Let alone the first 6 laps. Like, you're telling me we're having a race that might have a green flag run? No! Oh my god. Like I said. And my race is over, and I just got hooked again after the wreck already finished. I don't even want to finish this race now. Oh yeah, this means we're not doing the party. Because I said I gotta get a good finish in this race. Which also means not getting in a wreck. Okay, if pit road wasn't closed the first lap. Yeah, I got wrecked. Go back and look at it, actually. Just so you know it wasn't me that caused the wreck. It was like a minute ago now. Maybe 2. I'm on the bottom, minding my own business. The car in front of me gets loose. I check up for it. All of a sudden, I get plowed from the right side. Also, did that guy just disappear? Most of the damage. What about all of the damage? Only good news is I'm not a lap down this time. I'm not gonna sit here for 5 more minutes. I'm either leaving the race, or if my wheel's straight here, I don't care, because it's just side damage I have. What RPMs was I running down the backstretch on the second lap? Because as long as I'm still getting all the speed I can. But yeah, imagine that, but 4 more times. Like every race I do at this point. It's like, do I just sit in the back? Because no, I'm going to lose iRating from that. It says pass number 24. I don't know. That was not a 24 car. But yeah, I guess I have a little bit of damage on the nose, but because the hood's buckled a little bit, but I don't care about that. Just as long as I can reach full RPMs and everything, like, I don't think that's gonna affect the handling too much. It's also iRacing though, and I've had very light contact with the nose to other cars, and it's killed my speed on the straightaways. So I'm not entirely sure I know what I'm talking about. Does that guy have a chrome number? He does. I didn't know that was an option. But I can safely say driving this Busch Light Apple car was not good luck. Not in any way, shape, or form, matter of fact. I'm just having a rough time in racing right now. I mean, maybe it's a sign I should quit and start pursuing something else. Because I've been at it for like 8 years now. It's like the universe is telling me, hey, get a new hobby. Oh my god. Of course that's not a caution when I needed it to be a caution. Okay, yeah, my straightaway speed is dead. But I can be more aggressive in the corners, I think. Really wide up there. What do you mean next car is the leader? Oh, the leader's pitting. You know what? I'll deal with this. I don't even care. I can drive this car way more on the edge because it's so slow. I don't know if you saw my steering inputs. I was turning right that whole corner. Ooh, somebody in the top 3 just got loose. Dude, no. It's a video game, and it's gonna make me sit there for 5 minutes to repair the damage. Like, what are we on about? Like, it's actually just wasting my time and money. And the caution's back out. Yeah, but this car has an unreal amount of downforce now. Unreal amount of drag too, but like I've doubled the downforce. Like I can just drive it sideways. Why am I in 4th gear under caution? Graham Carpenter. I like that name. Okay, we're gonna go in. I'm going to repair a little more of my damage. Just enough to where I can get out, like, last. Strategy's not going to work because I'm already last. But I just want... I missed my pit stall, didn't I? Dude, why is it so invisible? Why does the sign have a hole in it? It's ridiculous. I'm gonna go back around, go down pit road again. Except I can't do that. Okay, I'm just gonna finish last then. I'm gonna finish last. Where is the pace car? There it is. That's a custom number. It's a Kyle Busch Motorsports number. Oh, of course I'm on the outside when I got this much damage. You know what? I'm gonna try and take the lead. No, but I don't like... Is there any mod I can use for the pit signs? Because the pit signs are all full of holes and I can't see if it's my number or not. Like I said before, if there's a way I can make it to where I can't see other people's pit crews or whatever. I thought that said Larson on the back of that truck. I was about to start logging the cleanest laps of my life. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna get... There is no point in me doing that right now. I'm driving a parachute. A loose parachute. That's a custom number. I was wondering about it. But yeah, that's... I'm so glad I'm able to see those now. Truck handles so bad. I don't even think you could see that, but it was like wiggling. Like the force feedback in my wheel, it was like you're about to spin out. I'm pretty sure I'm top of 3 right now. Just don't want to get any more incident points than I already have. It's gonna be kind of difficult when I'm this close to the front and the truck this messed up. Yeah, see, I'm good through the corners. Actually, wait a minute. If I just run the top this whole time, I might be good. Until the tires start dying. And also, it might just be because they're trying to wreck back there. Because that truck behind me was sideways for a good 10 seconds. And the caution's back out. You know what that means? Me and these other guys up here can go in and pit, and I can fix my damage. Find beauty in everything. It's Lawson. It's not Kyle Larson, it's Coyle Lawson. Not coming in if these two aren't coming in. Which they should. Okay then. Guess we're not pitting. Staying out here with my destroyed truck. This is so inspirational. Like, imagine the applause. Why did I say it like that? Imagine the applause I'd be getting in the audience. Just a completely destroyed truck running in third place. Why is it telling specifically me to let him by? Okay. But I guess since I said the stipulation was that I get a good finish, I guess that means I can kind of bullcrap my way into a good finish. And it still counts. They need to add the choose cone. Because believe it or not, I would choose outside here. Because my truck handles well on the outside with this damage. Because I still get the run off the corner. And of course I can be full throttle. I want to apologize to this 18 truck in advance. I am sorry that I have to be the one restarting behind you. You can probably see my little bit of hood damage I have. Does that car behind me have damage? I know he was in the middle of a skirmish. I can't tell. But okay, I'm just gonna have to hold on to a top 5 spot for 10 laps, or 11 laps. Which seems difficult, but hear me out. I take it 3 wide on the bottom entering 1. Since nobody's up to full speed, I'll be fine. And I'll clear for the lead. And then I just gotta aero block. This is not a good idea at all for somebody who talks a whole bunch about wanting to gain safety rating. My main goal at this point, though, is to just not lose anymore. I don't care if I barely move. I've just been doing nothing but losing safety rating. You saw in the Coke 600 thing, at the end, I was at B 3.48. I'm at B 2.21 right now. I think it went up a little bit after that last race, but 2.2 something. I lost a whole point and a half, pretty much. Okay, I can't take the lead, but I might be able to take second. Cool, not clear enough. I'm not that much of an asshole. Please don't push me. I'm driving a parachute, man. Go around me. And I'm gonna get dumped, which I deserve. Yeah, I need another caution. Oh, that was such a late reaction. Like I already gathered it back up by the time I started moving the wheel. That was my fault. I'm an ass. I didn't even know he was on my outside. Oh. See, if we had a choose cone and I was on the outside there, I'd still be up there. No, I got stuck on the inside. And I got no grip whatsoever. Man, can people stop wrecking near me? I don't understand what's so hard about just holding a straight wheel. Like, I understand it's frustrating to get passed by someone, but look, I'm getting passed by people left and right, and the only thing I've really done is accidentally door a car that I didn't even know was on my outside. Like, you just gotta admit that you're slow sometimes. But yeah, my truck is too damaged to do anything. And I don't want to pit. Dude, my I rating has been doing nothing but dropping too. Because you can't get a good finish. I think it should look at lap times instead of finish. I think looking at your finish is a little bit stupid. It's like if we based NASCAR Cup Series points solely off of your average finishing position. Yeah, I think this is really a sign for me to change my hobby, though. Like, to find a new hobby. Because I've been doing nothing but having miserable races. And it's all because of the same thing. But at some point, like, I don't even want to do racing anymore. Like, even if I get a clean race at this point, I'm going to be like, I'm sitting here turning left for, like, 45 minutes straight. And then because it's an official race, my stats in the game look terrible now. Because you look at my stats and you're like, oh, that guy sucks, dude. Like, he finishes last in every race. Because you don't really get the full picture with that. I look like Cody Ware right now, when in reality I was like a top 10 truck. Just got in a wreck on the first lap of the race, like always. So let's say the guy in front of me is named 7, and he's driving the number 7. Why were we going so slow that soon? The heck? Tell the 3 car not to stop in the middle of the track if he wants to hold his position. Like I said, this has to have been made by somebody who's never watched a NASCAR race before. Because there are so many NASCAR rules that are just missing. Like, you can stop and it'll let you get your position back. And if I didn't give that guy his position back, I would have gotten penalized. So please tell me this guy's pit box is before mine. Oh. You can hit in the pits? Bro. That's BS. Now I'm losing even more than I should have. That's actually ridiculous. Because there are some tracks where you can't, or there are some series where you can't hit in the pits, and some where you can. Does it even matter at this point? Like, we've established that the safety rating system is really bad. Like, again, for something that costs as much money as it does, it's kind of insane that it has this, like, mediocre of a system. Because I'm obviously losing rating doing this race. But tell me what I've done in this race to deserve that. I hit that guy on pit road by accident. Okay, that's my bad. Like, I thought collisions were disabled in pit road. Other than that, though, I got involved in a wreck that I didn't start, that I couldn't see at all. Like, it started pretty much behind me. And nothing like a 10x to end it off because I was trying to avoid a crash. I mean, I'll just plow into the truck next time. Dude, the people who made this garbage are in charge of making NASCAR games for the next however many years. We are in such a bad spot. Like, it's like a group of Formula One fans came together and just made what they think NASCAR is. How do I lose that much over literally nothing, man? Makes no sense. You know what? I want to try one. Actually, no, I'm not. I gotta wait another 12 and a half minutes for that. I'm not waiting all that time. Why does it keep getting rid of all my filters? Fun. We must have two very different definitions of fun, son. Super speedways are not fun. They are for 5 minutes, and then when you get in your 14th wreck of the day, it's like, get me out of here. And nothing is starting anytime soon. That's amazing. Alright, but I'm going to take a break from racing related stuff, because that was awful.